This is Gus, this is my channel. Please take a moment to subscribe. Today I'm unboxing something that I've been waiting eagerly to receive. It's finally been received today and I'm going to unbox it for you right here and now. So this is my latest delivery from the Apple Store. I've had to wait a little while longer to get my hands on one of these. It's the new Apple iPhone 12 Pro Max. As you can see, it comes in a nicely secured box, trapped underneath the plastic there to stop it moving around in transit, and received in a polythene style outer, which has got this easy to access pull. So if it's anything like the others, I'll just be able to remove the plastic fairly easy without the need of having to fight your way into it like most of the other electronics that you buy on the market these days. So the first thing that I'm noticing from this box compared to previous years is just how much thinner the box is. There's been a lot in the press and a lot discussed about what's missing in this box this year, and that's probably why they've been able to shrink this box. I've not looked inside it yet, but it is considerably thinner than previous years. The box otherwise is about the same sort of size, and it's got the image of the iPhone on the front and the usual information on the technical information on the back that you would expect. So let me take the top cover off. This top cover is actually quite weighty, and I've just noticed it's got a cutout in here which is clearly designed to protect the camera and the lenses, but that top has got a bit more weight in it than usual. Here's the phone itself, which you can see is a nice, I can't remember the colour this year that they call this because they kind of changed the name, but it's like a slate grey or silver, whatever they're actually calling it this year. I'll come back to the phone in just a second. And within the box you've just got the standard small pack of information and the SIM removal tool and a transfer that you normally get. And the only other thing that's in here is a charging cable. I'll look at that again in a second. What is missing from here that would have been in previous years is a set of headphones and a charger. That is what I was expecting this year. The rationale from Apple on this is that, well, two things. Firstly, this is an upgrade for most people, so most people have both of those items. And on that basis, what you receive in here is probably extra to what you require and ends up going into landfill or given away or just left in a box. So the cable, unlike the traditional or the recent other phones, rather than it being a lightning connector with a traditional USB connector on the other end, I noticed this year it's a lightning on one end and a USB-C connector at the other end. Now, this is fairly new. It's one of the standards that Apple are now going with. You may find that if you've taken a few years since you've upgraded anything Apple that you will actually have to go and buy yourself a USB-C charger. They're pretty easy to come by. They're not all that expensive at the moment, but if you don't have one, you will have to look at that. You probably will find that you will still be able to charge off an older lightning cable, but the charging speed will probably be slower. So if we go back to the phone now, the first thing I've noticed is the larger camera optics on this one. 3 of them this time, along with the flash and the sensor. But these 3 are actually quite sizable, larger than the last phone that I had. Quite proud as well. I don't know if that shows from here, but that is actually quite proud from the phone. So the first thing you're going to want to do is get yourself a case. I actually have got a case to put this in. I got it in preparation, but without a case on there, these are asked to be sort of knocked. So that's the first thing I would look to protect, is that there. Now the front, as you'll see, has got this cover. Again, it's one of these easy to remove. It's just there for protection purposes, but you can see the high gloss screen, otherwise it's probably reflecting quite badly in this shot. But as you can see, a very nice presented phone in good packaging, good sturdy packaging, absolutely flawless as it come out, the high sheen edges. The other thing you will notice this year is they've gone back to the I guess it must have been about the 4 or the 5, iPhone 4 or iPhone 5 that had this straight edge, and since then they've been going for the chamfered edge on the case. This is kind of going back to those sort of design that they had on that case. The Apple symbol on the back as usual, as you would expect, and the nice sort of subtle contrast in between the matte finish on the back here and the gloss on the side. The SIM will go here with access from the SIM removal tool. A couple of buttons on the side. This will be the volume up and down and the silence button. On this side you'll have what is essentially screen on and off these days. You would have to press it in conjunction with something else to actually turn it off, usually one of the other buttons. And then at the bottom you'll see some sort of small dots here, which are both the speaker and microphone, and then the lightning connector charge. And if it's been some time, and it's been maybe a few years now since they've done this, but you'll notice there's no 3mm or 3.5mm jack for any kind of those traditional style headphones. So if you're using headphones with these of any kind, you've either got to use Bluetooth or it has to be connected through Lightning. On the front here, you can't really see too well while the screen's off. There's a little cutout at the top of the screen. This is where the speaker goes for the earpiece, and some other sensors to know when it's up against your ear. I'll turn this on and then we'll take another look at it. So now I've turned the iPhone on, you can see a little bit more where the screen boundaries go. You can see the cutout notch here, which is, if you've had an iPhone recently, you'll know that this is the standard. Again, it's been absent of a home button for some iterations, now some versions, but if it's been a while since you've considered buying an iPhone, you'll notice there's a button missing. Button presses have been replaced by swipe gestures, so a swipe up generally replaces the home button. Some other gestures replace other parts of it. But you can see it almost goes to the edge. By the time you've got a case on there, that will look pretty much edge to edge, just with the absence of the standard type notch there. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed seeing the new iPhone 12 Pro Max. I'm Gus, this is my channel. Please subscribe for more unboxing videos.